Hey y'all, it's Nama. What's going on? I'm up. It's not early, but it's 10:45. I'm out. I had to drop my mom off somewhere, so I said, you know what? Let me do a quick video for y'all, and let me see who it's from. Y'all probably like, come on, Nama, let's get it together. All right. Okay, this is from Tasha from North Carolina. What's good, Tasha? All right, what's up, sis? Nama, how do you approach the situation or the topic about finances to your spouse? Like who will be responsible for paying rent, mortgage, or who will be responsible for paying, gas, electric, groceries, and etc. We are about to move in together, and I want to ensure we are aligned when it comes to finances. I don't know how to approach the topic because, excuse me, y'all, because in my last relationship, I was the higher earner and ended up being the ATM. I just found out how much my man makes, and I don't want him to be judgmental when or if I disclose how much I make. For context, he is African. Do African men get upset or offended about the woman having a higher salary? Or do they not care at all? This is my first relationship with a man that truly loves me. I mean, he opens the doors for me, make sure I'm fed, and actually leads, y'all. I've never been in love like this, and definitely not trying to mess this up. Okay, sis, I'm glad that you are thinking about this now before y'all actually move in together. So, I'm not sure how long y'all been dating and things like that, but this conversation is definitely needed. And bringing it up, I would just maybe suggest maybe a date night. I don't know how y'all do your date nights, but have a date night where it's a bit quiet so y'all can hear everything. You know what I mean? And so y'all can hear each other answers and questions clearly, so it won't be no, oh, I thought you said this and this and this and that. Now, I must say, even if, or rather when y'all talk about it, example, you could say, or not even that, he could just say, okay, I'm paying all the bills. Let's just go like that. Say if he says, oh, okay, I want to pay all the bills to everything, and you could still work, it'll just be your side money, you feel me? Or you could still work and you could just buy the needed stuff for the house, like toilet tissue, toilet paper, plates, you know what I mean, stuff like that, or whatever. So if that's the agreement, I just want you to understand what you probably do. But for everyone that's listening as well, like, just because y'all agreed on something, things may change, down the line. You could have, he may get sick. Of course, we don't want any of bad things to happen, but we as adults know life happens, you know what I mean? So he could become sick, he may could lose his job, or like I said, things happen, and then that responsibility may shift a bit, you feel me? Depending on if he's getting money from his job, from disability, or things of that nature. You may have to put in a little bit more than the original conversation agreed upon. So like you said, I would definitely have a conversation like you said. Maybe, like I said, doing a date night somewhere where it's quiet, so y'all can hear each question and each answer. So it won't be no, oh, I thought you said this or this and this and that, you know what I mean? And, just say, I want to talk about, money. Do you want us to go half? Like, how do you want the finances to be divided in reference of us paying everything? And you could just say it just simple like that and see what he say. Let him make that decision, and let it go from there. I'm sure 9 out of 10 he's not going to say you pay everything. So in the end, is either going to be I will pay for everything, him as the man talking, or I'm good with 50-50. You feel me? He could say, I'll take care of the mortgage, and you could take care of the other smaller bills. You feel me? But if so, just remind him, okay, how about life insurance and things like that, because those other bills as well, they add up. So in reality, you may be paying the same as what he's paying in mortgage. You feel me? Depending on what type of house y'all get. So you have to, add all of those things up and see what's good with that. And in reference to you making more, unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of women seems to be making more than men. In some instances, we may get raised, and then it depends on what type of field you're in. You know what I mean? So I would say tell him that, because that's a sign, because if he like quote unquote wild out, or if he act differently because of you telling him that, you want to see that. And to be honest, sis, I think you said that y'all was moving in soon together. I would wait a little bit. I would have this conversation, and then I will wait a little bit to see, is there any difference in his actions before y'all actually move in. You know what I mean? Like, don't have this conversation today, and y'all looking for apartments next week, or a house or whatever. Like, nah, wait a little bit just to see how he really takes it. You know what I mean? Like, say you told him that you make more money, right? And then the next date he like, oh, well, you can pay, you making more than me. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, you got the tip this time, but he never did that the whole time y'all was dating. You feel me? Like, just look at little stuff like that. And not saying that that's bad. No, definitely not. Please pick up the check here and there. Definitely. But from you just saying this, is there any changes you see? That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And if not, that's what's up. That's great. If so, well, you see what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? So that's up to you if you want to continue with that, or make another step. And I understand that this is everything to you. The man, he loves you and this and this and that. But if he can't take something as his wife or his fiance making more than him, like, I wouldn't go through to marriage with that, because you would have to deal with that. That could be resentment, just him getting mad at certain stuff. Like, who wants to live in that type of environment? You know what I mean? So I would say definitely talk about it like you suggested, and just bring it up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Look, well, how you want to do these bills? You want to do 50-50? I would say that. I would say just be like, you want to do 50-50, or what you want to do, what you want me to pay, and see what he says. And the extra money that you do make, save it up for y'all. If he doesn't have if he doesn't have a problem with that at all, save up, and so y'all can stash that extra money. You know what I mean? And that's it, sis. Oh, and you also did ask about because he's an African man, will that make any difference? Like, do they usually want them to lead, or the wife not making more than them? To be honest, is that I particularly don't know. I know a lot of men overall, and I know maybe some African men are more cultural. They follow their culture, but a lot of men, a lot of other men do too. Even if it's not a strong culture, they really have strong feelings, and on like, I don't want my wife making more. But to be honest, that's kind of, I don't know if they really say, in their head they may say that. I don't know. That's something you would have to get advice from an actual man, and you can't go by that man if you do, because your man may be different. You feel me? So he may be offended, or he may be like, okay, cool, that's more money coming into the house. You know what I mean? Now, if you making more money, ain't paying no bills, and doing whatever you want, and he like working hard and struggling to pay these bills, like, I wouldn't suggest that. You know what I mean? But I would suggest you to help out. If you see him struggling, help out. Oh, I got this bill this month, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna buy the groceries, or you know what I mean? Just don't have him sitting there working hard, long hours, struggling, and you know you make more and you chilling and ain't paying nothing, you know what I mean? So again, that's between y'all have to have that conversation, because every relationship is different. And again, I don't think it's no particular quote unquote man, African man, or American man, or Indian man, or whatever, Chinese man. That's just who they are, period. You know what I mean? Now, of course, their upbringing may have an effect on that, but as they get older, things change. You know, depending on who they fall in love with, things change. So if that is what they particularly want, then that's what they particularly want. And if you don't fall in line with it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You got to move on. Now, if you feeling them how you is, then maybe you could change to a certain extent. So, you know, we all don't, you know how some people like, oh, I don't want so-and-so to be changing me. Well, change is good. You know, some change is good, some change is bad. We all supposed to, as we get older, we're supposed to grow, get wiser. You know what I mean? So every situation is different. So if he's not, quote unquote, trying to change you for the worse, or, you know, what's the problem then? If you're being a better person, then what's the problem? So again, sis, I agree with you. Had that conversation, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, because y'all know how I do. All right, I think I said enough. I truly hope all works out. Congratulations in your relationship. And remember, when you have this conversation, in my opinion, just wait a little while. Don't move right in. Wait at least 6 months, my opinion. And y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole situation. Have you come across this before? Have you been in this situation? Let me know what you think. And y'all enjoy the rest of the day. I will. It looks great outside, but it's a little chilly around my way. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna enjoy this rest of the day. I'm on my way home to get my daughter, so we can go to a little park. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.